am, I'm gonna change this a little bit so you'll know who I am. There, I think I got it now. I'm Dr. Hamilton Stubbs, and I want to thank you for stopping by my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit notifications so you'll know when I upload new videos. I try to upload a new video every Wednesday. Today I want to tell you about just one plant that can help you sleep better because it can improve the quality of the air in your bedroom. This plant is very common. If you grew up at all during the 60s, you probably had one. And if you had one, you had enough to give to all your friends because they propagate very easily. What am I talking about? This aloe vera plant. Now, let me tell you why you want to have it. The aloe vera plant is a member of the cactus family and it grows easily indoors. You can also grow it outdoors. People use it for a variety of things. For example, I like growing it in my garden. When it's in the garden, I use it for medicinal purposes. If you cut the leaves and scale out the gel on the inside, this is great for your stomach and it has lots of minerals in it. Some people like to use these leaves, like the outer part of the leaf, and rub it on their hair because it helps the hair to grow back. And some people use it on burns, and it can also be used as a beauty product. It can help remove age spots and discoloration of the skin. But today I want to tell you why you should have one of these plants or more in your bedroom. Plants purify the air and they help produce more oxygen in your air. When you think about it, if you are sleeping in your bedroom from 7 to 9 hours, you're probably spending more time in your bedroom than in any other room in your home. So the air in that bedroom should be very good quality. I like to have lots of plants in my bedroom, and I like to have an air purifier, and I like to keep the windows slightly open. Actually, I keep two of them slightly open so I can get a cross breeze. Now, this is okay because I don't live in an area where there's a lot of road traffic. If you live in the inner city and you have lots of traffic, you may not want to have that window open because the exhaust from the automobiles or other vehicles traveling that are burning gasoline will be letting out toxins. And one of the major toxins is benzene. Also, if you smoke tobacco or you have the misfortune to be married or sharing a room or a home with someone who smokes tobacco, tobacco products have been shown to release benzene. Um, why is that important? Benzene is a toxic and it can it can kill you slowly, but it will be very harmful for your health. Every now and then we hear about toxic spills around a community and the whole community had to be evacuated. Seems like it usually happens at night. You know, you have to wake up out of your bed and get out of your house and find a safe place because some industrial accident occurred or some vehicle occurred accident occurred and that vehicle was carrying a toxic substance and sometimes that's benzene. So benzene is a toxin that will suppress your bone marrow and can cause anemia. It disrupts the cellular function. It can also decrease your ability to fight antibodies. And in this time where we're living in a pandemic and we're all trying to think of ways to keep ourselves safe and protect ourselves from becoming infected, we don't want to have things in our environment that would lower our immunity. How are you going to get this benzene into your area? Well, one way is if you live in an area where there's lots of exhaust, and that's usually in an inner city area, or if you happen to be living near a gas station and you can smell those fumes. I remember people used to say they love the way the gas smells. That's because benzene has sort of a sweet smell, but it's colorless or only slightly yellow. So you may not see it very much, but you can smell it. Other things that bring benzene into your home include glue, paints, furniture wax, detergents. If you happen to have the misfortune of living near a forest fire, that can release benzene into the air, which could come into your home. And none of the things that we're talking about in this video will be enough to protect you from that level of benzene, as well as some toxic accident that happens when they want you to evacuate your area because the air is not safe. And so that's how you're going to get benzene in the home to begin with. These things that, they're toxic, they're hazardous things that some people are using this day to day, especially now if you are making home products or crafts and you're using a lot of glue. You might want to check that glue to make sure that it's not toxic. And then with everyone staying home, if you happen to be a tobacco smoker, you could be releasing more of these toxic chemicals from tobacco smoke into the home simply because you're not going out like you used to. So, there are some signs of immediate toxicity. If you get exposed to benzene, there will be drowsiness, dizziness. You can have a change in your heartbeat and headaches, tremors. You can even have a loss of consciousness. But it's the long term complications that are most concerning. You can end up with insomnia, and um, that is something that you may not even be aware of why you have insomnia, but it's due to the quality of the air that you are breathing. And we talked about the bone marrow being suppressed, you can get anemia. But the most dangerous thing is that benzene is associated, according to the federal government's website, it's associated with cancer. So, how are you going to prevent yourself from getting exposed to benzene? Try not to bring these products into your home. If you have to use tobacco, because let's face it, tobacco is very addictive, and some people are addicted to tobacco. Your goal should always be to try to rid yourself of this habit because it is definitely injuring your health and the health of other people who could be getting exposed to that secondhand tobacco. Um, but you want to try to just not bring these toxic things into your home. And if you are going to use tobacco or glue, try to do it outside your home in a well ventilated area where you're not getting exposed to it either. For example, some people never smoke inside their home, but they smoke. They smoke outside, maybe on the porch or some designated area outside of their home. If you are concerned about the level of benzene in your home, you can buy a monitor, and the monitor can measure your air quality and let you know about other toxic substances that could be in your air as well as the benzene. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. And if I'm saying something that you find useful and you think there's someone who could benefit from this, give me a thumbs up, and I sure would appreciate it if you would share this video. So, we talked about a little bit about how you can prevent getting benzene into your home. And the other thing you can do for low levels of benzene and to increase your oxygen level in the bedroom is to put in plants. In particular, the aloe vera plant will remove benzene and some other toxic chemicals that we may talk about in another video. Some people don't like to put live plants into their homes because these little plants can get bugs in the dirt. So, one of the things you can do is just put a clove of garlic in your plant. Now, the garlic may start to bloom because if it's a fresh garlic bulb, they will bloom. And if they do, hey, you just snip it off and you'll have some green garlic. Or you can dig that one up, put it outside, and you will get a bulb of garlic. And hey, it will be organic if you don't put any chemicals around it. And the other thing you can do is just put a clove in the soil. And you can also buy products like neem oil, or you can mix up a mixture of vegetable oil and dish detergent. Now, you would probably have to go out and buy vegetable oil because vegetable oil is considered cancerous and is not recommended in some people who have cancer, like men who have prostate cancer should not eat food cooked in vegetable oil. So that's some idea of how to keep the bugs out of your plants so that you can enjoy the benefits of having plants in your bedroom. I remember going into the office of one of my colleagues. I was visiting their sleep lab, so I went into several offices. This particular health care provider loved plants, and she had plants all over her office. She had lots of plants on the bookshelf near the window. She had them in little stands. And I kid you not, when I walked into her bed, into her office, I could tell the difference in how fresh the air smelled in her room. You can do that in your home, and that's with plants. There is some research from NASA that suggests our plants may be better at purifying toxins out of the air than most of the air purifiers that we purchase. I still recommend getting an air purifier and changing the filters according to the manufacturer's suggestion. But don't forget, the air filter will purify the air. This is going to purify the air and give you oxygen. If you want to learn more about the plants that you can put into your bedroom to help you get a better sleep, go to my website and pre register for my course on plants that make sleep much better. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll give me a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to share, and I'll see you next week.